I want to say to the Taoiseach that I think we should understand that we are in the midst of an unprecedented row, an unseemly and nasty row between two arms of government, between the judiciary and the government itself, which goes to the very heart of the democratic system and society that we have and that we've cherished since the foundation of the state. And there is an onus and obligation on government to reflect on the unprecedented nature of the comments that have been made by members of the judiciary in relation to the breakdown of any form of communication, be it formal or informal, between the government, the Minister for Justice and the judiciary itself. We've had quite a number of senior justices now who have come out and articulated sincerely and deeply their deep concerns about trends and about initiatives that have been undertaken by the Minister. It is unacceptable, Taoiseach, I would put it to you, to attempt to demonise the members of the judiciary, to undermine them, their status and their role, and to do so on a false basis, which I think has occurred now in recent days. And there are a wide range of issues that have given rise to this row that has broken out, to the breakdown of relations between the Minister, the Government and the judiciary. And at the heart of it is a strong belief amongst members of the judiciary that brick by brick the independence of that judiciary is being torn down. And that's something that should give cause to every member of this House to reflect on, and in particular puts a particular onus on government to reflect on that and to change course. Now, Minister Shatter, as we know, has great self-belief, has a sense that he is right on all occasions. And whilst we may grant him that on 99% of occasions, he is wrong on this one. He should step back. He should stop playing populist politics with the judiciary. And this is not just about pay and perks, as the Minister and other ministers have attempted to characterise this particular outbreak between the judiciary and the government. Taoiseach, is it your intention to intervene in this row, to reach out to the judiciary and to create a forum that would facilitate a meaningful articulation of issues and perspectives as seen from the judiciary and indeed from government and other perspectives as well, to bring this row to an end?
First of all, may I say that yesterday I joined with the President of the Taoiseach in issuing a statement of condemnation arising from the atrocity in Boston to Mayor Menino and Governor Patrick, both of whom I met last year. And this morning the government considered this, and the government sends its message to President Obama in the White House on behalf of the people of America, and particularly Boston, in regard to the very strong links between this country and Boston. And I share the view, obviously, of Deputy Martin and others that those who planned and carried out this act of insanity are brought to justice as quickly as possible. And our thoughts and our prayers are with the bereaved and those who have been injured, seriously injured, and everybody concerned. In regard to the point raised by Deputy Martin, may I just say that Article 35(2) of Bunreacht na hÉireann, our Constitution, sets out very clearly that all judges shall be independent in the exercise of their judicial functions and subject only to the Constitution and to the law. And that's the position of Ceann Comhairle. It is the firm view of the government that the effective operation of the judicial system, of which independence in the exercise of its duty is fundamental and central to this democracy, is of critical importance, and one that clearly continues. The Minister for Justice has articulated that on a number of occasions. I just want people to understand that the connections between government and the judiciary, between the executive and the judiciary, are always been entirely appropriate in regard to issues of concern or anxiety that members of the judiciary may have to raise. These channels have always operated through the Office of the Attorney General and continue to do so. I myself have had a number of occasions to meet with members of the Judiciary in regard to matters of the functioning of the work that the Judiciary carry out. Clearly, there are implications for the Judiciary in regard to a number of proposed referenda, and it's only right and proper that there be consultation about those matters, for instance, in regard to the Senate or the Court of Civil Appeal. These are matters that affect the Judiciary, and insofar as the formation of those decisions by the people in regard to a referendum, it's only appropriate that there be proper consultation. So I don't accept at all Deputy Martin's assertion of the demonisation of the Judiciary. I have absolute respect for the work that they do, and absolute respect for the independence in which they carry out their duties. That has always been the case, and that will be the case, that will continue under this government and this administration.
Deputy Martin, 1 minute.
The Taoiseach, very senior judges are not saying that. Mr. Justice Adrian Hardiman, I think, has made very recent statements
could we please,
in the media today.
It's practice that we don't mention the names of judges in the course of the case.
But we are in unprecedented
So we don't want to start
territory.
quoting anybody, please.
I don't really. I didn't create this row.
No. It's tradition that we don't name judges in this
I didn't create this row, Deputy. I'm making a constructive contribution here so that we can resolve this issue. Because the problem is there's too much of a majority over there, and you guys think you can do what you like with the fundamental institutions of the state. And that is at the heart of this, actually. That is at the heart of this. Now, when I put it to the Taoiseach,
please.
You know, I think Darren MacDonald in the Irish Independent summed it up very well today when she wrote that a demonised, demoralised judiciary at war with the state is a sad, bad day for Irish democracy. Unquote. Now, there are a range of other commentaries, and you're right, Taoiseach.
Sorry, would you please allow sorry, Deputy, hold on. Now, hold on a second. It's our first day back. Would you please behave yourselves and allow the Deputy ask his question? He's 1 minute, and the Taoiseach will reply. He'll do all the talking for the rest of you. Thank you.
And the Taoiseach is correct. The Taoiseach is correct in terms of there are a wide range of issues involved here, not least of the manner in which the Minister has given himself power under the Personal Insolvency Bill to create a new cadre of judges out of the civil service, for example. And a limited number of people need only apply up to 2014, namely county registrars. This is, as one senior counsel today described, an enormous change to the system of appointment and nominating judges. The judges are saying communications have broken down, Taoiseach, between your government and the Judiciary. The pension issue in relation to the length of time for superior judges is an issue on which there was no consultation. The 3 referendums that are coming forward all have implications for judicial independence and the independence of the Judiciary. And of course the proposal of an overarching commission to adjudicate not just on judicial appointments but on all issues, particularly in the aftermath of the recent referendum, was something that was too arbitrarily dismissed by the Minister.
Deputy, would you please respect the Chair?
So the point I would put it to Taoiseach is this. Will you confirm that you will intervene and create a reasonable forum where these issues can be thrashed out? I welcome your comment that you acknowledged the importance of consultation on very fundamental issues of this kind. It's the first comment we've had from government today that points in a constructive direction. Minister Varadkar earlier tried to reduce this again to a populist argument to
Deputy, I won't ask you a second time. Thank you. Taoiseach.
As I say, Deputy Martin, the Minister for Justice referred to the capacity of a number of the county registrars who have had long service as legal practitioners to be eligible to be considered for dealing with elements of the insolvency bill. In regard to consultancy, for instance, there was a conference on the 2nd of March which was organised by the Law Society in regard to the consultations necessary in respect of the proposal for the setting up of a Court of Civil Appeal. And that was addressed by the Minister for Justice, was addressed by the Chief Justice, it was addressed by the head of the Bar Council, it was addressed by representatives of the Law Society in regard to the parameters or the view or the structure or the strategy or the ideas that people had in regard to the Court of Civil Appeal, which has been referred to by members of the Judiciary on many occasions. Deputy Martin is well aware of the way that the opportunity to have cases heard now before the Supreme Court has extended very seriously over the last number of years, and this is an issue that needs to be dealt with. These bills, as you know, are not published yet, and clearly when they are, there will be an opportunity for proper and full consultation. Let me say that it's not a case of intervention here, Deputy Martin, because what I am very happy to do is to continue the extent of formal and informal engagement which takes place between the Judiciary and the Executive here, which is facilitated through the Office of the Attorney-General. That has always been the practice, that is the practice now, and that will continue to be the practice. And in that sense, let me repeat again, that the independence of the Judiciary in the carrying out of their judicial work and their judicial functions is enshrined in Article 35(2) of our Constitution. It is central to the democratic system that we have here. And I might say that in the report on judicial independence published by the World Economic Forum in Davos for 2012-2013, it actually ranks Ireland as number 4 out of 144 countries that were individually assessed in terms of the quality of the independence of the judiciary. That's something that is very important for the people of this country. We want to continue to see that that's maintained in its absolute independence.
Thank you.